it's Jill Goodell again, and today we're going to be talking about pan pastels. But this is going to be the project we're doing, and this is done on a cheaper paper by U.S. Art Supply. So this was my rough that I was working on, and it's from this photograph. And what I did was I chose the colors that I wanted instead of bringing out the big huge pans. So let me explain this. So these come in either towers, or you can put them in somewhat of a palette. But this is way too big for my drawing table. So what I did was I took the colors that I have and I put them in a smaller palette, like so. And so so that I can have it placed right here while I'm drawing. The what's the nice thing about pan pastels is that they're not highly dusty. They do have dust, and that's something that you do have to be aware of. You can work on it upright like I usually do, but we're going to do it down this way today. And instead of using the cheaper quality paper, I decided that we can do it on the Art Spectrum paper. So this is how it comes, and it's a little bit sandy surface, so I wanted to try that to see how that would come along. And I'm using the same neutral background that we have in this one, if you notice that it's a neutral background. If you go up on my blog, which the address should be appearing on the screen right now, you'll see that I did some lemons on a dark gray, and that didn't do very well because when you're on, if you put yellow on black or dark gray, you have green, and so I really had to fight that a lot. One of the things that's really nice about pan pastels is that you can add sticks to it as well. It goes on very nicely, and you use these applicators, so you can use the square type of applicator, you can do the round, you can do the triangle, and then also you have another one that's called, it's a rounded one as well. What I have done here is I have done values. So this is my darkest. This is the one I work for darkest. This is my light, medium light. This is a medium tone. And then this is my way dark. And I put these down over here, over to the side of my project. And then I use those instead of trying to clean them all. So how do you clean these? So what you do is, the instructions say that you take it and you go like this, and until there's no color, then you can start using another color. I found that it mixes up a little bit too much, so I decided to go with values instead and use the 4. I have 5 altogether, so I have 4 applicators. There's also these, which I really like. These are they are like makeup things for an eyeshadow type of thing, and I really like doing these for detail. It's very, very nice, and so they come in a package of 6, I think. The other applicators that you can buy are these, and they're the triangles, and or they have this shape, and if you'll notice, right here is a seam. So you don't want to work on the seam side, you want to work on this side. What I like about this is that I can do broad colors, larger sites. It's very, very, very nice. By the way, these applicators come like this, and this is the oval one I didn't talk about. You put them on here like this. Hopefully you can see that on screen, and then they come really nice and clean. You can wash these, but the color doesn't come out as well. This one has been washed, and the color comes out, but it's stained. So anyway, and they come in these kinds of things, and then you go ahead and put these on your applicators. Also, you can come in with a sponge, and you can do the same thing. You'll see a lot of people doing that for their backgrounds and stuff like that. So for the big, broad brush, if you will, that's what I use, is that or these, the sponge or these. The other kinds of products that they have, along with the pastel itself, is a blender, and we'll be using that a little bit. And so what this happens is you put your color down, and then you put this on there, and it's blended out, and pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. And I also use a black, in this project I'm using a black pastel pencil. You can, like I said, add sticks and that type of thing to it. It's very versatile in that regard. I also am using two other things that are not part of the Colorfin product line. I'm using some erasers. So I use a pen eraser. This is Pentel. And then this is Tomboy. This has a very small point, and this one has a larger point. And I use that to carve out areas. So I don't have to worry about going outside the line. It's not that big of a deal. Also, I use this to get rid of my eraser marks. So, and also this other very small one. I think that covers the materials we're going to use. So I'm going to stop right here.